welcome back to the Saturday Club podcast. I'm your host, Brandon Smith, alongside Mr. Jerry Drummond. Jerry, Happy New Year, man. I mean, like, New Year, new you?
Sure, dude, whatever that means. I'm not the best with New Year's resolutions, so
Do you have any?
read my Bible more.
Good one.
Thank you. Um, be better with my time.
Really good one.
Like, not spend time with people like you, so that's easy.
That's a really good one. Those are three really good ones.
What about you, dude? What about you?
I don't know, man. Maybe go to the gym. I haven't been going to the gym. We've been
Yeah, I haven't been going to the gym since I started studying for the real estate stuff, so it's been a minute.
Yeah. Read your Bible's a good one. We all need to do that more. Yeah. I'm excited, man. We got some big games coming up.
No, yeah, it's I feel like it's the first time in a long time where you could actually convince yourself that any of these four teams could win the national championship.
When was the last?
Never. It's never happened.
Not
From
that
2015 to 2020, it's either Clemson or Alabama. From 2021 to this past year, I mean, it was either Georgia, Ohio State, or Michigan. And then last year was, I mean, definitely Ohio State.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Jeez, man. Is this the new college football?
I mean, I don't mind it, but my team was dominant in the 2010s. So do I miss that era? Absolutely, but it's cool seeing a team like Ole Miss, a win away from playing for a national championship after I thought they'd be kind of done when Lane left. But I'm happy for him. I'm sick and tired of seeing Lane on Twitter. He's a clown. I've lost. He's not that it matters, but I'm not a fan of his, and I look forward to playing him in September 5th, I think. And you know, he's all bark no bite. He's never won a big game. Pete Golden has a bigger win than Lane Kiffin does.
What is Lane's biggest win?
Georgia last year in the rain.
That's crazy. Golding has more playoff wins than Lane.
Yeah, Lane's never been technically.
Hey, he wanted to leave. Would that be something if Ole Miss won the whole thing?
I don't think they will, but I've been doubting this team since he left.
You have, man. You've never been a big Rebel guy.
What are you talking about? I usually root for Ole Miss.
You almost went there, didn't you?
I mean, not really.
They were what, number 3? Like, they were the hat that was like on the table, but like,
Dude, no offense to any Ole Miss grads, you literally just have to apply and you're fine. Like
they were just a hat on the table. Like,
they met with my people. They gave me a good number, but I'm a hometown hero. Hard sell.
I like that. Where do we want to? Do we want to talk a little portal before we go into the matchups, or we just want?
Yeah. Interesting news out of Washington. That's been interesting.
Damon Williams. Apparently, 3 days ago, he re-signed with Washington. I don't know what happened there. I guess NIL went sideways, but I believe LSU is the front runner.
This is what I'm talking. This crap has to stop. Like, it's already hard enough getting these kids to re-sign. Now they re-sign, then they can still leave.
Yeah, that's just a weird fit too. Like, I don't. I mean, he's kind of like Chambliss, but he doesn't have the same arm talent. Like, I get Lane wants to have an athletic quarterback. I don't see the fit there though.
Did he not want Levitt? I saw Levitt was there last night.
Apparently, Tennessee might get him.
I thought Aguilar has another year.
Does he?
Has Tennessee really done anything in this portal cycle? I think Clemson has more commits.
I haven't seen Tennessee get any commits that I'm like.
Yeah, I can't relate. I love the portal. It's been really fun. I've always been dude. we've like rehauled our entire secondary, and we have the ACC Rookie of the Year, Luke Farrelly. Let's go. Him and Sammy Brown probably gonna be the best linebacker duo, top 5 linebacker duo in the country next year.
What does bro think about this portal class so far?
We don't have like I guess Luke Farrelly's the biggest name, but if you watch a tape on Jerome Carter, Elliott Washington, got this kid out of Southern Miss. I mean, they uh, they put out a statement today. The secondary, they said if it's in the air we pick it, and if it's on the ground we stick it. So that was cool. I mean, that room needed a whole overhaul. It needed an attitude change. I'm still looking for. I want an edge. I don't know if we're in the market for an edge yet, but it's still early. I think there's another week. So
Correct. Um, do you think there will be any offensive players taken, or do you think this is strictly a defensive cycle?
I'm fine with. I want maybe some depth pieces at wide receiver and running back. I think we're good at tight end, and obviously need some O line help. But my only problem with the portal is every time I see a player mentioned with Clemson, I just automatically assume we're going to get them. So I need to adjust that a little bit.
What would you say has been the biggest portal addition this offseason so far?
Probably Luke Farrelly.
No, I'm talking about like for the country.
Sorry, I guess I only think about myself. Um,
If you had to pick one, you're like, okay, that's a game changer.
I mean, I like Stephon Green at LSU. That kind of sucks seeing him leave.
Sorsby?
What?
Sorsby to Tech?
Yeah, but I like Sorsby. But is Tech gonna do anything they didn't do this year?
I don't think they've gotten any offensive linemen. I think that's where they need to probably get some portal additions because
Sorsby doesn't really do it for me.
like he's all right, but I think he's the number one rated quarterback in the portal.
I would take Levitt over him.
I think I would too.
It's such a hodgepodge of. Trying to think. Whoever gets Deuce Knight's getting a baller.
Yeah, we know a thing or two about Deuce.
Let me see real quick because it is kind of hard to think on the spot.
Let's see. So you want to take a look. Okay. It messed him.
That was a that was a given. I'll be interested to see where Damon Wilson goes.
Does he? Does he go back to Georgia? That'd be crazy.
Well, they sued him.
Well, yeah, he probably. I feel like wherever Cam Coleman goes, that might be.
I was gonna say that. That's probably the biggest one.
I believe it's down to Texas and Tech.
How about Texas making Parker Livingstone walk?
That's crazy.
That's messed up.
That's
I've been critical of him being like, if your best receiver is Parker Livingstone, you're not like good, but he's still a productive player.
Yeah, they lost him and Moore. Like who do you have outside of freaking Wingo?
Bingo.
Like who? They kind of have to get Cam Coleman.
I wouldn't want to be in a bidding war with Tech.
No. Wisner to Florida State. Is Florida State cleaning up?
But they have Ashton Daniels at quarterback. You think I'm scared of Florida State?
I don't know. I guess we'll see where Sam Levitt and Cam Coleman go. But
Yeah, I mean, the portal is honestly really cool, and it's really easy. All you got to do is get these dudes on campus, and they commit. Like, it's really easy.
you're a pro at it. You've been doing it the last pretty much every year.
Yeah, I've been doing it every year. It does give me. It feels like old-fashioned high school recruiting back before NIL.
In terms of like how so? Like just it goes by quicker. Or what?
It goes by quicker, and the dopamine hit is insane.
I like that. It is a
Like,
very. I mean, you're putting basically a whole calendar in like 2 weeks. So it's
yeah,
just like
it's awesome.
Twitter has been hitting. Let's just put it that way.
Twitter on three's been hitting. Um, it's beautiful. I will say, I think Indiana's doing a really good job.
You like the Hoover
I think
Marsh
Hoover at his best is a top five quarterback of the country. At his worst, he is a
Jag Plus?
yeah, but when he's on, he's on. When he's off, God, he is really bad. But I think Signetti will get him right. Um, I think we're seeing a lot of. There haven't been a lot of offensive linemen in the portal. I think we were looking at a kid from Michigan State. We lost him to Auburn. Um, but I mean, any offensive lineman hits the portal, you could be an average guy and you'll make generational wealth.
Yeah, I know LSU's had a few guys leave. One of them went to Ole Miss. Um, I think one of them's the top-rated tackle. Yeah, I feel like is Clemson planning on taking an portal tackle, or is it kind of
We were in the running. We'll see who else declares. I think the biggest thing was just trying to retain Moore and Wesco, and then we got those two guys to come back, so that was big. And then with the news of Fazina probably starting, there were some rumors that DJ Lagway was on campus today. Those were false.
not sure? Not true.
I
Would you
mean, that'd
take
be
Lagway?
cool.
Would you take him?
I think DJ Lagway, there's still some talent there.
You think Chad Morris could squeeze it out of him?
Bro, Chad Morris had Cole Stout looking like freaking prime Trevor Lawrence in his last game. Actually, no, that was Jeff Scott and Tony Elliott. Chad Morris had one ACL Deshaun Watson throwing for like 250 against South Carolina.
Someone say he's him.
I think Chad Morris is cool. He's valid. It's just I need to see him not get cute in big games.
That's fair. That's fair. Um, Anything else on this portal cycle you want to touch over? Or you want to get into the ball game?
They need to change the. I liked what Dan Lanning said. They need the season needs to end on New Year's.
And then open the portal right after.
Well, it's not fair for these teams that are still in it having to think about if you're Oregon. You have to. Your two coordinators are leaving. They're going to take some staffers. You have to retain your players, and you have to do the portal right now. And on top of that, you have to prepare for a semifinal game.
And you most likely have 3 scholarship running backs available for the rest of the year. It's just like it needs to be fixed. Like this is ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I don't work in college athletics anymore, or else I'd help you. But um, I carried a lot of power, a lot of weight in those conversations. So
You did. Yeah, I mean, you were what? You were part of the ACC and two P4s.
yeah, before the age of 25, not a lot of people can say that.
Some would call you a legend.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to hop into Oregon, Indiana first? Do you want to go Ole Miss, Miami?
Either one. What do you want to do?
You just want to do chronological order?
We can start with Ole Miss.
This is probably the most excited I've been for a playoff game in a long time. Dude, styles make fights, bro. You have Miami's defensive line versus Trinidad Chambliss, who I'm not condoning him. I'm not. He looks like Clemson Deshaun Watson.
He
I
had
mean,
a
it's awesome.
Deshaun Watson F performance
Yes,
last
against a
game.
Kirby Smart defense. Seen that movie before. Except he won that game. Um, I don't know how sustainable him running around in the pocket is going to be against Bain and Mesidor, but I'm really excited to watch.
Yeah, I think this is going to be different from the Ohio State game. Ohio State, how they want to run their offense. I mean, I know you know, but like they're more of a. They don't really use tempo. They don't use a quick game. It's a
Which is
lot of.
weird.
It's a lot of 12, 13. They use like two or three tight ends. Like it's weird. They like running the football between the tackles, play action shots. Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate. They're not a fast operation. Um,
They're not a fast outfit.
and they're not a fast outfit. Um, and I think Ole Miss, where they can have some success if they're able to kind of utilize that tempo and not get into second and third and long, and they don't have to break off a bunch of you know big plays, chunk plays. They just need to get a few yards on first downs and whatnot with Lacey. I feel like you can potentially get Bain and Mesidor tired a lot quicker than you would against a team like Ohio State that doesn't utilize tempo. But I think that the only way you can get into those situations is you got to be able to run the ball on first down.
I think Lacey, for them to win this game, Lacey needs 17 for 75. He doesn't have to break one. He just needs to. If they have no run game, if they can't run the ball, I don't like their chances. But if he can just get, hey, let's get forward 4 yards here, 3 yards, just positive yards, and then boom, they'll hit one eventually. I'm just interested to see. I really like Miami's defense. I mean, Scott's playing his butt off. Their secondary, I think, is better than Georgia's. So we'll see. What does Miami do differently? Do they drop 7 and they say, "Hey, all right, Trinidad, pick us apart," or they're like, "All right, we're gonna send heat and make a quick decision"? I don't know.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see for Ole Miss defensively. I think they're not just gonna you're not gonna line them up one on one and go and ask them to beat Miami's offense line. They utilize stunts. They're athletic
Sim
front,
pressures.
them pressures. I think you're not going to just line them up and ask them to take over a game. Like that's just not who they are. They create havoc plays. I think a matchup to watch for is Centurion Perkins, I believe is how you say it.
Yes.
Centurion Perkins versus Markel Bell. I think Markel Bell is a great player, but I think where you can catch him is with speed. He's kind of he's a typical aircraft carrier, big guy. It's a $50 cab ride to get around him. But I think Perkins.
He's not a dancing pig. A dancing bear, sorry.
Kind of, not really. He's not really, but I think Perkins on obvious passing downs might be able to have some success against him. That's just a matchup I'm looking forward to watching. I feel like whoever's going up against Maui Noah, good luck. Probably not going to do.
Yeah, man. He's a top 5 pick.
Yeah, him and Bain, they got to be top 5, I'd say. But I think if you're Ole Miss, you got to try and speed up Carson Beck. We saw him, make some plays with his feet, but I think you're living with, him scrambling around. So if you can cause some havoc on him, I think Ole Miss could, potentially get it. It's like in our dynasty, man. You get a few stops, you have a good shot in these games. If Ole Miss can come up with a few stops, I like their chances.
Yeah, I think Ole Miss's defense is playing a lot better since the first time they played Georgia. I think they've really improved. Yeah, all you gotta do is play bend don't break. It's easier than it sounds easier than it really is, but just don't get beat on one play touchdowns. Make them earn it in the red zone. Hold them to 3. I think Miami's got to score 28 to win this game.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think it's pretty simple. If this game looks like the last 2 games Miami's played, Miami's taking it. But if this turns into like a track meet, that has to favor Ole Miss. Like I just don't see how Miami can keep pace with Ole Miss if it turns into that type of game. Like what kind of game does this turn into? Like does this turn into a track meet or does Miami take them out to deep waters?
Yeah, just I need to see Miami. Listen, I've been high on Miami. I like Cristobal. I like the way they built their team. They're physical. They're tough. They play smash mouth football, which I don't think you see a whole lot of in this era. But my one thing that scares me is they Trinidad is better. Like you could have said Marcel Reed was better than Beck. You could have said Sane was better than Beck. But I just don't think they have the electrifying presence on offense at quarterback that Ole Miss does, and that does worry me. Like, how often can you win these games without having the better quarterback? In the playoff era, how many teams have won without having the better quarterback?
Right. Yeah, I feel like at this point in the season, as you know, quarterback play is important. And when you have kind of a similar roster on both sides of the ball, it usually comes down to elite quarterback play. And I feel like for as good as Carson Beck's played, he's managed games really well. Got to give it to Trinidad. I think he's by far the better
Oh, dude,
quarterback.
Trinidad's playing. I mean, I guess we could say Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is probably the last person we've seen dominate a playoff like this. But Joe Burrow didn't have like Joe Burrow's closest game in that playoff run was 17 points. Trinidad cut the head off the snake of Kirby Smart and did it Johnny Manziel esque, running around in the pocket. Can he do that against Miami, who has a better defensive line? I'm interested to see it. I'm torn on this one, man, because I really like Miami, but I love Ole Miss. I love the edge they play with. That Kiffin's gone. They just don't seem soft. I think Kiffin's just soft.
Yeah, it seems like they have a new fire lit under them. And I mean, obviously, Kiffin played a role in that, I'm sure. Lions, just want to check. Miami -3 as of now. This one's tough, bro. Like, I'm with you. I'm torn. Like, Miami, it feels like if you ranked the top 10 players in this game, you'd probably take most of
Miami
them.
probably has 8 of them.
Probably has most of them. But there's just something to be said about Ole Miss is what they've been through and their quarterback. Like that's it's cliche to say, but like it just they can beat Miami. Like they
Players, not plays, bro.
yeah. You put a gun to my head. Oh, I'm gonna take Ole Miss. I'm gonna take Ole Miss.
I've seen this movie 1,000 times. I've lived this movie. When everyone hears, oh, look how good this defense is. Look how good this defense is. But when the best player on the field is the quarterback, you lean with the quarterback. And hotty toddy, Rebels +3.5. Ole Miss to the national championship. Let's go,
Unity.
bro. I've seen this before. Okay, I'm not comparing this team to a Clemson team, but in 16, oh my gosh, Alabama's defense is so good. And they had a game manager in Jalen Hurts, and he did make plays down the stretch. But at the end of the day, Deshaun Watson got ball last, and we saw what happens. If Trinidad Chambliss gets ball last, I like my odds.
I do too. Yeah. I think it's gonna be a great game though. It's truly I would say it's a toss up game. Like if Miami won, be like, not really surprised, but
It's a win-win for me. Either I get to see an ACC team in the national championship, or the storyline of Ole Miss winning without Lane, feeding.
and another game of Trinidad.
But he may come back.
That's true. I don't think they've announced his. Has he gotten?
I don't know. I mean, the waiver stuff's so weird, dude. I mean, you could literally Cade Klubnik could have applied for a waiver and he would have gotten it.
I'm sure you would not have.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, so we're both on Ole Miss. Do we have a play on the over under
What's the total at? It's got what, 51?
52 and a half?
Ooh. I mean, if I take Ole Miss, I have to take the over, right? Here's the thing. Miami's first drive against Ohio State, or their second drive, they fumbled, right? If you had told, like, and they were controlling the game. If I mean, I wish I could see the first 2 possessions for each team, and then be like, all right, this. I need to see how the tempo of the game. I guess another thing, whatever tempo the game's being played at, obviously it's going to favor whatever team. But if this game is slow and low possession, obviously you're right, Miami. That favors Miami, but I just wish I could see the first two possessions and kind of see like because we know Miami's going to want to chew clock, run the ball, but eventually you're going to have to take the training wheels off Carson Beck, which is crazy to say about Carson Beck.
What, fifth year guy? Like,
Yeah, and he's. I mean, I wouldn't say he's like an elite college quarterback, but he makes throws. You're like, okay, like
see why, the talent's there.
yeah. In a dome, I'll take the over though.
I like that. So we're both on Ole Miss over. I think it's gonna be a hell of a game, man. I'm excited.
This is gonna be like, bro.
There's usually some bangers out in Phoenix or Glendale. Sorry.
Well, if Clemson's involved, not really. Actually, no, there has been.
Last playoff game there was pretty nice. The magic continues.
Was the last? Oh yeah, that was that one. Over.
Over. Yeah. No.
That's a similar. That's a similar. I'm not comparing the two teams, but you had a TCU team, very much an underdog, very much questioned physically, very much had to play a certain way to win the game, and they made Michigan play their style.
I did. That offense coordinator, man, different.
Yeah, God, he's gonna be good somewhere else. Happy for him.
All right. Any other thoughts on the Fiesta Bowl? Or are we good to
No,
go?
man, I'm excited to talk about this next one.
All right. Next matchup we got Oregon, Indiana rematch, Peach Bowl in Atlanta. You want to start it off?
I'm interested to see how Oregon handles the different pressures Indiana shows. I obviously in the first matchup, I mean they had. I'm not trying to bring up old wounds. They had Dante Moore in hell. I'm not trying to be rude. I think this is a game where Dante Moore has to win it for Oregon. I don't know how much success they're going to have on the ground. I like Whittington, but what do you say? Davis is out. I mean, I just don't know how much they're going to. Even if he was healthy, I don't know how well they'd run the ball anyway. Just this Indiana defense is legit. But I think Moore has the weapons outside to. I mean, this is going to be a Sadiq game, and I'm hype. But how can they block Indiana differently? Indiana threw the book at Dante last time. Um,
I think what will be crucial here is the fact that Oregon has played Indiana before. We haven't seen Indiana play a team twice this year. And we know that they do have good players, but the reason why they're so good is the way that their defense is so complex and their stunts and simulated pressures, as you know. So I think being able to have already played this game before, I think will be pretty beneficial in terms of, okay, how are we going to pick up these different sims? Like when we see this look, what are we going to slide into? That type of stuff. I do think the Davison loss hurts, but I think I want to say the percentage of 12 personnel was against Texas Tech was over 75%, which is.
but Oregon's 12 personnel is way different than anyone else's 12 personnel.
You can't compare it. It's not even 12. It's like a mixture of 11 and 12. So I think you're going to see a lot of that. I don't think you can't run the 21 personnel stuff anymore without Davison. Which stinks, which you can't give another look. But I'm curious to see, again, how do you utilize those matchups with Johnson and Sadiq? I think, like you said, this should be a Sadiq game. Curious to see. I want to see Dante let it loose this game. We saw him kind of hold back, against Texas Tech. That game, obviously different game. You're trying to, get out of there with a win, run the clock out. Would have liked to see that deep shot to Sadiq. This is the game where you let it all out. Like, this is it. Against a team like Indiana, as well as they play, you got to make big plays. So I'm curious to see. I've seen a lot of people, and I tend to agree. I think this game's going to be in the lower 20s.
But this is an under game.
I think this is going to be, I don't want to say NFL style, but I think it's going to be a lower scoring game. I think defenses are going to have the better days. I think Oregon's defense has been playing really well lately. I mean, we saw what they did to Tech's offense, granted. Not a great quarterback, but still, they couldn't get anything going. So curious to see if Oregon still goes with this 3-high Tampa 2 look with Thieneman as the rat player. Curious to see if they decide to do that as well against Indiana. I've seen a few people say that with the way that they're structured, maybe they won't. So that's something I'm looking forward to, seeing what kind of looks they give Indiana. But I mean, with this Indiana offense, you got to try and at least stop the run. Like everything kind of bases around the run. Like they like getting Hemby, Black, get. I mean, if they're successful on first down, that kind of just opens up the playbook. Then they can start doing these back shoulder fades to Becker, to Surratt, to Cooper. I mean, that's just part of their offense. You can just tell they have that rapport of like, okay, we're just going to throw it up, and we trust our guys to go and win this battle. That's what makes him so tough. And Mendoza, like, he hasn't played. I mean, if you look at the statistics against Ohio State, Oregon, and I think Penn State, maybe he honestly didn't even. He hasn't put up crazy numbers, but like when the play needs to be made, he makes the play. Like he's just clutch. Like they just figure out ways to win situations.
They don't beat themselves.
Seriously, they don't. They're. I would say they're the best, well coached. They're the best coach team in the country. Like all their coordinators should win the Broyles, and like they just out scheme everybody. So
Yeah, they also play with no fear. I don't think they fear. I mean, you saw what they did at Alabama, and then Signetti was like, They don't really know about the mystique. They just know what they see on film. Like, that's just a nice way of saying, hey, we're gonna kick their ass.
right. I mean, would you say the two biggest psychos in college football are Lanning and Signetti?
Signetti is just like, I think Dan is more relatable because I've never seen anyone like Signetti.
Would you say he's the most?
Dan is a defensive coordinator in his heart, so I understand the demeanor, the psychopath. Nettie's just a wild card. He says whatever he wants. Lanning in these press conferences and these post game interviews is usually pretty to the book. When they release these videos of him trashing the Big 12, that's when I'm like, all right, well, this guy's crazy. Yeah, I mean, these are probably the two most, I don't want to say craziest, but most like aura, not even aura, just like, yeah, I guess psychopath is the right word. They're just winners. They're at the end of the day, they will do whatever it takes to win, and they're crazy. I think what I want to see Oregon do is make Mendoza uncomfortable. I really haven't seen him phased outside the huge hit he took against Ohio State, like first play of the game. Yes, John Summerall is a psycho. Thank you, Bryson. But I mean, when was the last time we saw Mendoza like make a mistake or make? I mean, Alabama sends the safety blitz against him in the Rose Bowl, hits the post. I mean, it's like every move their opponent makes, they have a counter and they know exactly what to do. And it's crazy because this team literally has been built through the portal 2 years in a row, and they're so well coached. They gel well. They don't really get frazzled. Like they're just like, all right, let's go. And it's impressive.
If you're, now I know we texted about this last week, but if you're Indiana's, I forget his name, defensive coordinator, how do you defend this Oregon offense? Like when they roll out with that 12 personnel, what are you doing defensively to try and
Load the box, bracket Sadiq, and consistently make NFL level throws.
So
I would rather more beat me consistently than let Oregon gash me or give free access throws.
so you're not selling out to stop the run, but you're kind of prioritizing that.
I'm just making more beat me. I don't. That's not a disrespect thing. I'm just saying I'd rather get beaten through the air than a death by 1,000 cuts.
And what if we'll flip it to the other side. What if you're Oregon defensively? What if you're Tosh Lupoi? What do you do to rattle Mendoza? Like, do you try and blitz, but you leave yourself vulnerable on the back end? Like, what do you do? What are you going to try and do to stop that offense?
I don't know, man, because I've never seen really Mendoza play rattled. But I would send heat. That's just me as a defense coordinator. I would send so much pressure, but maybe some zone blitzes so you don't get beat over the top.
Are you going to leave your corners on islands? Or are you going to just
Probably
trust?
not because, dude, these guys make plays all the time.
I'm trying to remember if Ohio State kind of. I mean, they kind
Well,
of
they
manned
they,
him
they
up.
played man, and then Mendoza hit the big fade to close the game.
You're talking about the one to Becker?
To answer, who's the fattest SEC coach you can think of? Heupel.
That's pretty easy. Um, do you have a prediction for this one? What is your thought?
I think it's hard to beat a team twice. I'm not just saying this because we're on the same podcast. I think Oregon finds a way. I think Dan Lanning is due, and I'm not trying to be rude, but the biggest game Dan Lanning has won was a regular season game. I think he gets his marquee win today, and then we'll see in the national championship. I just think it's really hard to beat a team twice. And if I was an Oregon fan, I would take solace in knowing Will Stein probably called his worst game last time against Indiana. I thought it was just too conservative. And I trust Will Stein. It's a one-game season, dude. This isn't best 2 out of 3. This is best 3 out of 5. You know, this isn't baseball. It's a one-game season. So you got to prepare like that. You got to play like that. And you got to coach like that. It's a one-game season. It doesn't matter what happened in October 11th. What was that? October 11th? I don't know. You gotta, and I trust Dan Lanning to find a way to slow down this. I think Indiana they'll have success. There's gonna be adversity, man. There's gonna be adversity. It's how do you respond? How do you respond to this adversity?
You just got me fired up.
Wow, Bryson has 35-24 Ducks.
Wow.
I think it's like 21-17 or
Yeah,
for
I
Oregon to win this game, they have to have one very timely turnover. And by timely, I mean like in the red zone. You're going to have to make Mendoza make a mistake in the red zone.
like a little Finney pick or something like that.
That would be nice.
Yeah, I agree
Young
with you.
concrete strip sack.
That was nice. Uyunglele making a play.
Yeah, in a playoff game, who would have thought?
Yeah, I do agree with the fact that it is hard to beat a team twice. I think Lanning, even though it sucked, learned a lot from that first time losing twice to Washington. I think that was probably crucial in his coaching arc. I think after what happened last year against Ohio State, he's had a lot of learning moments. And I think this is kind of like you said, not to bash on him, but like his biggest win has been a regular season game. He's still looking for, I mean, Texas Tech win's a good win. But like you said, you're looking for that marquee win. And I think I agree. I know this will be, oh, you're a fan, whatever. I do think Oregon wins. It's going to be close. I don't know what the line is. I think it's, let me check. Okay. Indiana plus or minus 3.5. So I mean, obviously you take Oregon plus the points. I think they'll win. I think it'll be like 20, 24, 21, 21, 17, something like that. I don't see how this game turns into a shootout with how well these defenses are playing.
That and just the tempo Oregon's been operating at. I don't. Now, where Oregon can get into trouble, if they go, how many times they go for it? Last 8?
That's a good stat. Let me look.
You can't have wasted possessions against Indiana.
They went for it. Let's see. How do you look for that? Okay, fourth down. They went for it 8 times and got it 4 times. 4 for 8.
Yeah, I don't know how aggressive Dan's going to be in this game because I think against Tech it was like they're not going to be able to move the ball. Do you play if it's 4th and 5 on your own 45? Do you play field position? Do you? I mean, I'm really interested how Dan manages this game because he's been known to be extremely aggressive.
Yeah. I mean, I think you got to think if it's like 4th and 3 or less, and it's within like the 50 to 40 yard line, you got to think he's going for it.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I mean, Dan, I'm just saying, like, I've seen him go for it 4th and 5. I mean, at some point, he's probably the most aggressive defensive coach on offense I've ever seen.
yeah,
Him or Venables. Venables is pretty aggressive too, but usually you see these defensive coordinators that are coaches, they want to be like, oh, let's play field position. Dan does not care. Um, mm. This game, to me, it's going to be cinema. It's two titans, two giants itching to get the first national championship. It's cinema. It's going to be great.
it is going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. I think both of these games. You could argue that these pairing of games are like two of the better games like to look forward to that we've had in semifinals in a while.
Since 2022.
Which that was what? Michigan, TCU, Ohio State, Georgia? Yeah. Those were pretty good games. I'm hoping it lives up to that.
Brother, it will. It's Trinidad, man. It's a 1-game season. Just eliminate all distractions, feed your focus. Like, I need you to go on a fast. I need you to eliminate every distraction you have in your mind. This is a 1-game
Should I
season for
start
you.
fasting? Should I do it for
Maybe
you?
not. What's your normal pregame routine?
Game routine.
Are you working on Friday?
Yeah, I'll be working Friday.
Don't. Take the day off.
Take it
Um,
off. Tell
I'll
Randy.
take care of it for you.
Okay, cool.
I
Yeah, I'll
need you
take
to get
Friday.
a good lift in. I need you to get a lift in. I need you to go on a walk. I need you to clear the mind. Do not listen to Josh Pate. Do not listen to that.
I won't. What about JD Pickell?
Dude, I haven't listened to JD Pickell all year, okay? The only opinion that matters is yours. The only opinion that matters is what these coaches think of this team. Doesn't matter what the 4-letter network says about your team. Doesn't matter what On3 says about your team. Okay?
Okay.
You got to go in there with the belief that you will get it done. Manifest that. Go to bed tonight thinking about getting a timely 3rd down stop.
It will most likely happen though if I do that, right?
Bro, I'm the king of manifestation.
You manifested. Did you manifest both those natties?
Yes, I manifest Clemson using the portal too.
Are you manifesting a third natty?
Not anytime soon. I don't know. I think I'm passing the torch to you.
It's like when Uruguay was like ascending. And
Here's the thing, dude. If they lose, I know you're gonna be sad, but I'm not. It's hard. It's hard to get there, but this is not the end of the journey.
no, I mean it will suck, but like
It will be pain. Trust me. I've done it. Okay, I've lost big games before. I know it's hard for you to believe that I failed, but I have failed. Eventually, they're gonna kick down the door.
true. It may not be this year, which maybe
I think the thing is, Oregon just plays in mentality. I think is just different. It's a heart game for me. It's a heart game for me. On paper, yeah, it's probably Indiana, but no, not tonight. It's literally the miracle on ice. Dude. You're not playing them 10 times. You're playing them 1 time.
and it's a rematch.
Dude, it's hard to beat a team twice.
It doesn't happen a whole lot.
No, it does not.
You got me fired up.
You're welcome, bro.
So what should what should I do tomorrow? Like what's my what take
Tomorrow,
me to
I want you to send me. Go try to find their tendencies.
Okay.
Try to see what they do on 3rd down. In these type of games, it's not plays, it's players. Look who they like to go to on 3rd down. Memorize their opening script from this game. When they play, memorize their first 15 plays. See what they want to do. Where are you watching the game?
I have not figured that out yet.
I need you to be locked in.
Where should I watch it at?
Where do you normally watch?
I usually go over to the man cave at the house.
Watch it in your man cave. What did you wear that game they lost to Indiana?
I think I wore that shoe duck jersey I got.
We're not wearing that.
Scrap it?
Do you still have your Royce Freeman jersey?
Yes.
We're wearing that.
Okay.
Wear your Oregon visor, black.
I never wear a visor. Is that like,
Do you want to be a champion?
yeah?
Wear the visor. Trust me.
Visor.
What shoes do you wear?
I usually wear like little flip flops if I'm in the house.
Are they Nike?
They're like reef.
I need you dripped out in all Nike.
Okay.
Like, come on. Texas Tech in oil, Oregon and Nike. I need you all in Nike.
Okay.
That's really about it.
Okay. Should I go on a walk tomorrow?
Well, yes, go on a walk every day. It's good for the mentals. Go to the McAlpine Creek Greenway
Okay.
and try to find a duck.
And just like kind of sit there with my thoughts and
Just stare at the duck. Try to be one with the duck.
do I need a journal?
No. Everything you have is right here.
Okay.
You got this, bro.
Is this what you did for like when you won the two natties?
Bro, I was like 16 and 18. Like, to be fair, like the 18 team I knew was never gonna lose. That team was too good.
It was very good.
It's a different era now. Don't. I'm an old head, bro. My time is come and gone. You're the king of the new era. I need you to prove it.
I got you. I'll hold down the fort.
Thank you. Also, Clemson plays in 7 minutes, so I'm on borrowed time here.
Who's the matchup?
SMU, a ranked SMU team at home. We got to get this one. We got to have this win.
How many wins in a row has Clemson gotten?
We're on a 5-game win streak.
Is this the toughest opponent since BYU?
Yeah.
What's the line?
I don't pay attention to that shit. Oh, sorry, I don't pay attention to that stuff.
Not gonna be betting that one.
No.
Is this a tournament team?
Clemson? Oh, yeah.
Sweet 16?
1-game season.
I like that. All right, dude. Well, anything else?
No, dude, this was fun.
Absolutely. I'm sure we'll be doing a natty preview. We'll get to talk about these games. Hopefully,
Don't think about the natty.
okay. Don't think about
It's a
that.
1-game season, bro.
Okay. I'll lock in. I got
Thank
you.
you.
I got
Thank
you. Okay, dude. Well, all right, y'all. We're gonna head out. Thank you for watching. No Facebook.
No Facebook.
Stay tuned and appreciate y'all.